PAT. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Oh, it don't matter. It don't matter.
And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Hey, we got 3 down.
They'll run it with Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Watch the out. Watch the out.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson, and he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. In on the sack, the former Buckeye.
Yes, sir.
2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still 1st half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
Caught left side by Hilton. A very solid game.
Put the chains on, about to make a play.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200.
Get about the way.
Tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays.
Hey, I'm running it to the left, on my left. So you're right. Well, you're left too, technically. I don't know if I'll give you.
Takes this one in Colts touchdown. A great play there.
For the people.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about...
Let's get going. Let's get going. Let's get going.
He looks like he's going to throw it. His pass caught at the 4.
Hey.
The 2-point conversion is successful.
I'm going for 100.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
Shit, that's worth to my niggas.
And he'll be stopped up at
I hit the
25.
Hold on, I'm back. I'm on there
at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points.
That bitch is weird, bro.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson being chased out left.
I should have put a spot on you, dumbass.
Able to scramble for the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. Give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
I just need a little bit of...
Are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. From the 39, Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 16 yards, a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson.
Give me those.
And a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
2nd and 5. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. The lefty to Vecchio now to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
29, Texans nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as he kicks away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Oh, excuse me.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Brings up 2nd and 14.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson. And it's brought down by the Colts. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down.
They want to get in the strip.
Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
The 31-yard line.
Cuz, stop looking at YouTube and just play me.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, it's Johnson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
You know, this nigga suddenly put my abilities on my players.
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage. changes when you string them together.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, this is Johnson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brought down at the 39-yard line.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Watson just beating the play clock. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
It's a gain of 4.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
This shit, that's virtual, my niggas.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Still just in 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Watson.
Appreciate it.
Double team, and it's intercepted. It's the sack master, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. Campbell making the catch. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks.
10 at the 24-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 13-yard touchdown run. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right,
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Now to return, this is David Johnson. And takes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Watson. And that's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to...
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Darius Leonard drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Oh, my God.
Looking up into the roof, and he must
pick it up! Oh, my God!
Scoop it.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately,
this fucking computer,
you
bro.
call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
The busy night continues for Johnson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson, that is caught at the 7. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. That is first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there. In this game, so far, he's been denied.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run it with Johnson, and he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson.
Fucking bitch. This game old me, so you're not even supposed to have that shit, bro.
His 2nd touchdown.
Why move my fucking...
The Texans are able to make things a bit more respectable.
What shit is?
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
36, Texans 7.
Now what the fuck? That was a setup. Oh, I don't know how he's seen that, but that was a setup. They must have talked about it. Ultimate setup.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
This nigga not even supposed to have to score, bro.
At their own 19-yard line.
Stupid ass game. This was not a day in my life. I'm sad. Proud to be died. I can never switch.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's got this down to the 35. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, 4th quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. He's doing that in this game.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Some good plays in the passing game on this drive. Here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Let's go, D. Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right. Edwards got 4 down.
They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph.
My only incomplete gotta be an interception. My only incomplete pass gotta be an interception. It's not that it's completed.
What you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. is, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out.
They start running it, bro. Pass that shit.
Here in this fourth quarter. Just a gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. That catch good for 5. It's third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Texans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Johnson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. The ball carrier. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't it?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 51, Mike 51.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Colts pick it up.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
At the line and set to go. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there. As that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The quarterback sack.
It's been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Number 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 13.
Set the roof on fire. I set the roof on. I set the roof on. Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And this defense rallies and they stop
crazy as fuck if you think I'm a
right near the 24.
What's up?
They'll set up a throw. This is
thousands.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, now.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Oh, my God.
And that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post.
Texans offense
We
ready
gon'
to go
run
for their
and
next
we
drive.
gon' hide.
I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Watson looking left side and completing it to Thomas.
Show ass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Come on, bruh.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Nigga, you scared? Nigga, you scared? Nigga, you scared? Come on. Fear me, nigga. Fear me, nigga. Fear me, nigga.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The offense is not leading.
Fear me, nigga.
Stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Desperation time. Watson
Fear me, nigga.
under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. DeForest Buckner, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Told nigga, bruh. Fear me. Next time it says you gotta play me, don't.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1.
Next time you gotta play me, don't. Fear me. Fear me. Fear me.
Another shot from the 1 on
Fear
2nd
me.
and goal. And they'll run it here. And
Fear me.
to the end zone.
Fear me. I want you to remember this. Next time you gotta play me, just remember.
But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
There we go now as they will again try for 2. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. It sometimes has a way of catching up with you.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
What you said, you need that 10, huh? You said you need that 10. Just take your 3, bro. Just be satisfied with 10. Cuz say he need that 10. Cuz say he need that 10. What the fuck, nigga?